Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, episode 14. 14. Tonight we watched Divergent. It's basically Ender's Game with, like, 20-year-olds. Instead of
It's Ender's Game and Hunger Games and Twilight and all those sort of dystopic, futuristic, conformity. Mm-hmm. It's got all those themes in it.
Don't let them fit you in a box.
Yeah, you fit outside the box. You're special.
Mm-hmm.
You're Divergent.
Yeah.
It's every book you've ever read. But somehow, I don't know if it's the actors or the story, I just wasn't connected.
No, I think that a lot of it, too, was the pacing. Because, boy, did it feel long. I thought that it had been at least 3 hours.
Well, it is 2 hours and 12-ish minutes
but that
long,
shouldn't...
But it felt
real long.
Like I was watching Cleopatra. Like, it felt like there needed to be 2 VHS
I was just about to say there should be.
It was a double tape. That's how long it was.
Because we spent so much time watching her train to become...
Oh, I guess we should tell you what it's about.
Oh, yeah. So, basically, there's 5 factions. And people are categorized into their profession where they live. There's the truthful tellers, there's the smart people, there's the selfless people. The farmer people.
Like agriculture.
And then there's the crazy people.
They're the military.
The military. The police and the protectors, called the Dauntless. But they are literally like hooligans.
They're
it's
like
really
wild
weird.
animals.
Yes. Like they're like, we're gonna run everywhere and we're gonna climb things.
Why run when you can, or why walk when you can run? Why climb when you can like parkour? Let's climb everything.
Really,
but for no reason.
Forget every mountain, every object.
They're
literally.
Like
it's like
thrill seekers. But like
for no reason.
They're like the Lost Boys. Like they're dressed like Rufio.
It literally we were waiting for them to be like Rufio.
And where they live, it's just like a 24-hour drum circle of... I mean, it was like crazy.
It was a lot. And Divergents are threatening this master plan that Kate Winslet has. Yes, of conformity, where everyone has to fit into the boxes and do what she says, basically.
Yeah.
And so then, it becomes this race, but like she doesn't want to be found out and get killed. Meanwhile, Kate Winslet's trying to take over the government. And she turns everyone into like a zombie killer army.
And of course there's sexy boys.
Oh, well there's really only one
sexy boy.
Yeah.
But there's boys.
Yes.
And 4, the main guy's name is 4.
Because he has 4 fears.
4 fears.
You have a great face.
You should see my nipples.
I think the reason, one of the reasons I wasn't invested in the romance was because the same thing kept happening over and over, which was they would be in the vicinity of each other and go like, oh, we touched hands. Yeah. Oh no, oh gosh.
He's pretty sexy. He's like, fine. Nothing.
He's cute.
I mean, he's no Superman.
He's no Henry Cavill.
No.
Well, because Henry Cavill's like a man.
Yeah.
This guy was like a cute boy. Like if you were 14.
Yeah, that's
you'd
true.
Be into him.
His tattoos. Oh my god. So there's literally a line. I was really hoping they would go there, and they went there. So she goes. They're like standing on this balcony, right? He was brooding just moments before.
He's very broody.
Yes, I'm gonna.
It's very here. Internal.
Yeah. And she goes out and she goes, "What does your tattoo mean?" And he goes, and I was hoping they would, and they did. He goes, "Do you want to see it?"
And of course, this requires him taking his entire shirt off. And he looks like Tony the Tiger. I mean, it was like...
They're like
stripe. It was as if the whole entire sort of training process in Hunger Games was an entire movie.
It was really boring. I think that's the thing. It was just really boring. There was nothing that was terrible about it.
Long scenes of just like fighting.
Yeah.
But not even with any stakes necessarily. Like, it felt like a Sofia Coppola movie where it's like the same thing kept happening over and over. Where it's like, oh, she's bad at fighting. She's still bad at fighting. Let's show another scene of her being bad at fighting. Oh, she's still bad at fighting? Let's show a third scene. And it was like, look, montage. Like,
Right?
get it together.
I mean, honestly, the movie could have been,
At least a half an hour shorter.
I was going to say 20 to 30 minutes shorter.
At least.
Yeah. And they
I'm
could have
sure-
condensed all of that into a 2-minute montage.
I'm
3 minutes.
sure a lot of it was fan service of like people who've read the books who were like, but that scene where...
No, but what scene?
You know-
No, they were useless. I'm sorry.
Oh,
like they
I
spent
agree.
4 minutes on the fucking throwing knife scene, and he's like, "If I wanted to hurt you, I could hurt you," even though he didn't have that accent. Whatever.
He was Dimitri or something. If I wanted to hurt you, I would.
I mean, overall, I would give it maybe like a
Well,
6
and-
out of 10, 6.5.
I
It
think
wasn't
that-
terrible. Like,
I might just be sick of this story.
yeah,
Because
I think that's the big thing.
I personally, yes, have read a lot of those books. I've seen a lot of those movies, so I'm a little inundated, and it felt like nothing new. So I think I might just be over that. But also, it was boring.
It was also not one of the better. Like Hunger Games, I'm still like, yeah, this is good.
Well, because Hunger Games is great.
And they're done really well. Like I'm not bored. This I was bored, and I was
Even
like,
though-
nothing's happening.
Get ready, book 3 of Hunger Games is whack. I don't know. Sidebar, I don't know what they're going to do with it, because it is crazy.
Uh-oh.
That's all I'll say. Spoilers for Hunger Games 3.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ah!
So, yeah, wouldn't recommend it. Pretty boring.
Yeah.
You know,
It was like meh. Meh.
long and boring.
There's a lot of other better shit that you could watch.
For sure.